game in hand before this match. And considering there's 3 matches left, a win here would mean they would be definitely playing Barcelona in the final of the aggregate table. So Emelec get us underway, holding a 1-0 advantage against El Nacional. Be interesting to see their tactics in this second half, whether or not they'll just look to try and hold on to their lead and hit El Nacional on the break. And well, there's a very early yellow card. It's gone to Dalmiro. Baggy, as he's often known. Caught the player late there, and not sure how much intent was given. Looked like he just took a swing at the ball, and the follow-through hit Quinones. Quinones is up on his feet again, thankfully, but will no doubt be feeling a little sore. Certainly looked like he got the full blow from Baggy. Chia over the ball. Chia actually looks like he's gone for goal. Well, Arana was deep inside his goal. I think his feet were behind the line, but hands were in front of it. Ambitious effort though, that from Chia. We are at altitude here, so you do often see the ball fly through the air. But surely from that distance in a standing free kick would have taken something really special to beat Arana. Here come El Nacional. Well, there was a man free over on the left hand side, just couldn't feed it to him. Flick on header, doesn't find a red shirt. Kanga, that's a neat ball. Space now on the left wing. Can he find a blue shirt? No, but it's played behind everyone. And they'll come again. Kanga, can he get the shot away? He can! Palmed away by Danny. Not fully cleared though, Valencia. Trying to find a way to find a blue shirt, and he does again. Dangerous ball in, and well, went through a couple of players' legs. And luckily for Danny, also went wide at the post. It was Quinones with the effort. Valencia causing trouble yet again. It wasn't a bad effort from Quinones, and it could have easily taken a nick off, well, 3 El Nacional players. Went through Anangono's legs, and if it had taken a nick off his right standing foot, then could have well found itself in the back of the net. As it is, it went wide and somehow didn't hit any player in a red shirt. Ball over towards Peter. Smart defending though by Mina. Well, Moriano, terrific turn. Had 2 players on him and yet wriggled away from both of them. Back to goal, drawing the foul and really winning the free kick. Mondiani has had an excellent first half, looking to continue that form in this second half. This free kick, as we've seen, the ball does travel through the air here, so it's certainly in range for Quinones. Maybe a little bit too far out. So I need to clip it into the box. It's a flick on header, and I think it came off a player in a red shirt, so it'll be a corner kick. Good positive start to this second half from Emelec. Quinones to take the corner kick, with his right foot out swinging. Again, well headed away. Anangono. Valencia now on the left hand side. Quinones. That's not a bad ball in, and there's the header. Well, it was Rangel, I think, who was arriving late. In fact, it was Mina. It was an excellent cross from Quinones, considering he was quite far out. Clipped it in, and it glided in towards the far post. Mina didn't have a lot of pace to work with. Tried to get a firm head on the ball, just didn't quite catch it right. In the end, it was a comfortable save for Danny. There's time and space. There's a chance for a shot from Pavon. I think it was always obvious he was going to shoot. Yeah, and the first touch allowed Chia to get in the block, really, there. But real pressure from the home side. Been an excellent start to the second half. They certainly haven't sat back on their lead. Another corner kick. Will this one lead to anything? And yes, it will! It's the second goal. And it's that man, Jimenez. He had a terrific first half. Barely put a foot wrong. And although heading isn't his speciality, he beats Gomez at the near post and heads low down to double Emelec's lead. And you have to say it was coming. Third corner of the half. And Jimenez converts it. Excellent run and header. And even with a man on the near post, he couldn't get near it. In fact, it may well have come off his shoulder. Danny didn't even move for it. And it's Emelec 2, El Nacional 0. Could well be a second straight home win for Emelec. In just a matter of 3 days. They've got an excellent home record in the league, Emelec, and they're surging forward there looking for a third. But it was a poor pass in the end. They've won 4 out of the last 5 matches here at home. The only result that didn't go their way was a 2-2 draw with LDU Quito. And here they're searching for a third, and this could be a third, just couldn't control it. Pavon again with the opportunity. You just have to feel he's going to get on the score sheet at some point in this match. Getting himself into all the right places, but wasn't the best of first touches there. Well, El Nacional have been stale in this second half. It's been all Emelec. One-way traffic. Ball dinked over the top and he's onside. Or is he? The flag went up very late. Maruna was out of his goal quickly, and I think he's trying to signal to say he needs to be substituted. Clearly hurt. Flag went up very late. Again, it was an innocuous collision. It was maybe a fraction offside. Maybe his head was offside. There's a part of the body you can score a goal with, so just offside. But Arana certainly coming off worse in the collision. Excellent lofted through ball. Looking towards Zura, and well, nasty really. Throwing his weight about there, the front man. Well, I mean, looked like he was signalling to the bench. It looks like Arana is going to be able to continue, which is good. Certainly good news for him and his team, as the home fans continue to enjoy what has been a really solid home performance so far. Still got a good way left in this match, but it's all going to plan so far for Nasib's side. Free kick then to Nacional, who've been thoroughly outplayed in the second half. It was a pretty tight first half that could have gone either way. That's a better ball. Just couldn't control it. Does well to keep it on though. Still with Madrid. There's a decent cross into the area, but well headed away by Emelec. And that's given away by the centre-back. Maybe just getting a little ahead of himself there. Bit scrappy. Bagui wins it back. He feeds Mondiani. Mondiani has got pace to get away from the defender here. Real opportunity, but that was a poor ball. Certainly wasn't the right option. Valencia. And El Nacional leaving themselves a little bit exposed at the back. Wasn't a bad ball in that time from Rangel, but Pavon and Mondiani weren't on the same wavelength. Coming up to 60 minutes played then. And it's Emelec 2, El Nacional 0. Be a second straight loss for El Nacional. Second straight loss away from home. They really have got a shocking away record. Picked up just 1 point from the last 5 matches, El Nacional. That's away from home. It's no surprise that they've really struggled this year as we take a look at Jimenez's goal, which doubled Emelec's advantage. Simple goal really. Got ahead of his marker. I'm not sure whether it came off his head or his shoulder, but either way he got a firm contact on the ball. As one of the Emelec players is being stretched off here. Not sure which one. As soon as I find out I will let you know. Nacional without an away win in 9. As Emelec make their first substitution forced upon them. Mera, the man to come on. a clever dink over the top, and can he get on the end of it? The answer is no, he can't. It wasn't a bad run from Villes. Killiet just getting the foot in the nick of time. Gomez is up from the back. You feel if El Nacional can get a goal here, and they'll be right back in this tie. Match is certainly not over at 2-0. There is the header, but well, it was almost outside the area with where he headed it from. Never going to be able to get the pace on it to beat Arana. It's Jimenez, the goal scorer, who has been taken off. Worrying times for Emelec. Had a really good game as the midfielder. Capped off with a goal. Been thoroughly creative throughout the first half, he was. You'd like to think Emelec may well be able to see this game out. And they've got an opportunity to score another hit. Mondiani. Still Mondiani. Can he get the shot away? Still Mondiani! Just wide. Just wonder whether he waited too long to shoot. Lots of time and space here. Pace couldn't quite get him away from the defender. Went one way then the other. Delayed the shot. And then he ended up miscuing it. But a real opportunity to make it 3. He's another player you feel deserves a goal. Those front 4 of Jimenez, Valencia, Mondiani and Pavon have wreaked havoc on the El Nacional defence. That's a clear foul, surely. Nothing given by the ref. Thought Navarez went through the back of the player there, much like he did for the penalty. And here's an opportunity for El Nacional, and that could well work out. Well, keeper goes to ground, and well, it was Bone, just couldn't quite sort his feet out. It was definitely a shot from Quinones, turned out to be a cross. And Arana got sucked into the cross. He was out of position, but Bone couldn't take advantage. And the chance comes and goes for the visitors. Long ball. And again, this time it was Zura strolling into an offside position. Hit long, looking for Valencia. He's like to go wide right this time. Well tackled by Gomez. Been a constant threat down that right side, has Valencia. Need a substitute to take the corner. Mera towards the far post, but I think the ball curled out of play first, so it'll be a goal kick. Killiet, who's had a good game as well. So far it's been a textbook display by Emelec, underlining the reason why they still have hopes of winning the title. It's very solid at the back and creative in the final third. just overhit and roll out for a goal kick. It's flicked on, and it will go all the way through to Arana. He's kicked the clearance. Will be headed into the path, but it's well played by Quinonez. The referee's going to award a free kick to El Nacional, one of the Emelec players just offside. El Nacional continue to pour men forward, but they'll be leaving themselves a little exposed on the break, and just like this, Mondiani showing his pace. He's got away from the defender here. Two players arriving late in the penalty area, but he picks out the red shirt. Had two Emelec players to aim for. Ended up finding out the El Nacional player. They'll get a second chance to put a ball in the box. That's a better one. Valencia trying to get on the end of the cross. That was well defended by Gomez. El Nacional, who are throwing players forward, and there's a straight red card. I have to say, I didn't see the incident. It was Valencia rolling around on the floor, and a straight red card. Zura, I think, is the man who's been sent off. Clearly reacted. Let's have a look at this then. Yep. Kicked Valencia when he was on the floor. It's a needless sending off. And well, time to think about what he just did now. Sixto Vizuete will be absolutely fuming. There was just no need for it. Valencia on the floor. Why he felt the need to give him a little kick in the back, you have to say Valencia, embarrassingly so, made the most of it. I don't think we needed the 5 rolls after the kick in the back. But really, Zura has only got himself to blame. Really, it was a disgusting passage of play, and surely now that is the result in the bag for Emelec as they make their second substitution of the match. 2-0 up, and now playing a side who are down to 10 men. Pavon, the player to come off. Palacios, the player to come on. Well, what was already a difficult task has just been made oh so much more harder. It's an ambitious effort from Palacios, getting involved in the action straight away. It's been a game again where there's not been any real needle, very few rash challenges. I have to say it's been played relatively fairly. Both teams, when they've had a player injured, have kicked the ball out. And really that challenge, I don't even want to call it a challenge, that kick has come out of nowhere. Maybe just frustration that his team were losing. Meanwhile, El Nacional have also made a substitution. Gauvier is the man who's on. Didn't see who was taken off for El Nacional. Again, as soon as I get information, I will let you guys be the first to know. Mera over to Valencia. You just think Emelec have the class to see this game out now. They'll happily keep possession. It's a difficult position for El Nacional to be in, whether to throw men forward, but it looks like they are heading to the bottom of the table tonight. If they lost by 2 goals or more, then they would be overtaken by LDU Loja, and it looks like that's going to happen as Emelec search for a third. Valencia already scored 1, can't score 2. Did the hard bit, controlled the ball, cut inside, didn't want to use his left foot though. Wonderfully found by Mondiani. It was lovely control. Cut onto his left, but then didn't use it. Emelec then just keeping possession with ease, spraying it around the midfield. But give them credit, they're still looking to put the ball forward towards their strikers, trying to add to their goal difference. I have to say their goal difference is relatively poor considering they're in second place, just +3 before this game. But it could well be doubled by the end of the game, more than doubled you'd think. Certainly feel they've got the opportunity, particularly with El Nacional trying to push men forward. There is only 15 minutes left to play here. And that's a foul. With Quinonez, the player, down. And we've already seen Jimenez go off. They won't want Quinonez to go off either. The fact he's taken off his captain's armband would suggest that he will be taken off. And Emelec will be forced into their third and final substitution of this match. Stretch it off, second injury of the second half for Emelec, and that really is the only sour point of what has been a really fine performance from the home side. Gabor getting ready to come on in his place. Gono. Looking towards the right side of midfield. It's intercepted and Emelec will pour forward. Palacios has his pocket picked. Long ball. And Bone chasing it. Putting both hands in the air to say he's doing nothing wrong, but not winning the ball. In fact, it was Govier. There is the substitution for Emelec. Gabor coming on for the injured Quinones. Good to see him back to his feet though. Don't think the injury was too bad, but Emelec may as well take the precaution. 2-0 up here against 10 men. They'll probably feel that this game is pretty much won and almost in the bag. Long ball then to Mondiani. Can he get the goal that he deserves? Mondiani. Well, he can't beat Chia, but they've won it back here, Emelec. Again with Mondiani. Just keeping possession. No real urgency from the Emelec attacks. Although it was Baggy trying to slide it through to Mera. Forced backwards. Emelec continuing to press high up the field. Even though they've got a 2-0 advantage, deciding not to sit deep. And that's just over the head of Velez. And really the fact that Zura, who is their main target of attack for El Nacional, has been red carded, just means El Nacional's threat has been really taken away. It was going to be a very difficult task coming back from 2-0 down anyway. But without your main centre forward on the field and being a man down as well, has made it more than double as hard. Into the final 7 minutes here. We will have some stoppage time, particularly for the couple of injuries we've seen in this second half, as well as the sending off. Navarez, Madrid, that's a lovely flick. Through ball, but again, it's Govier who is offside. Lovely finish. But the flag had been raised some time before. And I think he had just set off slightly too early. He wasn't far. If he just held it wrong by a fraction, it could well have been 2-1. And there would have been a glimmer of hope for El Nacional. As it is, he was offside and it remains 2-0. Mondiani seems to occupy that position over on the left. There's a shot. Excellent block. And that surely was a foul by Mina. Going through the back of Velez. Taken by the man who was fouled. But yet again Govier is offside. Robust challenge coming in on Mondiani. Emelec have made all their substitutions, so the last thing they'll want is another player going down injured. And really, since the red card, the sting has really been taken out of the game. Before that, Emelec were playing some lovely stuff. But this game is now almost drifting towards its conclusion. Can't imagine the referee will play too much time added on. It's almost as if both teams want the match to stop. Although here's Mondiani. Danny comes out and rescues his side. Excellent goalkeeping, that. Alert to the last whistle. Because if he hadn't responded there, Mondiani would have been clean through. Showing the pace that he possesses, the keeper. surprisingly, Emelec are allowing El Nacional to really attack late on here. They're still pushing men forward, Emelec. Seeing maybe attack is the best form of defence. It's a relatively wide open game still. Lots of space again for Mondiani down this left hand side. 3 players in the centre. Certainly didn't think about running it to the corner flag, and in the end loses the ball. Maybe just running out a little bit of steam. The front man for Emelec, who's been so good throughout this match. Surging forward now. Can he find a teammate? He can. Govier. And just for a moment I thought he was clipped, but not sure what Govier's done wrong there, whether he was offside again. Don't know. Third and final substitution for the visitors then. They need a miracle. Will he be the man to give them that miracle? I think that's Bautista. Not got much time to affect the game though. Just 4 minutes left. Emelec at the moment heading for a 3rd straight home win. A 2nd win in the league, and keeping their championship hopes alive. El Nacional, meanwhile, will sink to the bottom of the table. Such a prestigious football club, it's rare you ever get to say that. It's well fought. Keeps hold of the ball and then wins the free kick. Excellent play by Velez. I have to say, he's worked hard since he's come on. And here's an opportunity, and it's 2-1. Well, would you believe it, a glimmer of hope for the away team. And out of nothing, it's game on again, and it's Madrid with the goal. Coming up from the right back position, and well, Emelec just switched off. It was an excellent strike by the right back. Well, shocking defending from Emelec. It was Achille who's had a good game, playing everyone on side. Simple ball across. And as I said earlier, they were leaving things a little bit open and exposed at the back, and this time El Nacional have taken advantage of it. And well, there'll be a few nervy minutes left then for Emelec. 2-1. Maybe this game isn't over. He's got in a mess there though. 3 players around him able to dink it out, and as I say, Emelec, who was not thought once about trying to take the ball into the corners, maybe we'll start thinking about that now. Back in the game. And suddenly the urgency is there now from El Nacional. Emelec though still throwing players forward. Mondiani. Remember, El Nacional just have 10 men on the field against Emelec's 11. And you just wonder what the score might have been if Zura had stayed on. That time Palacios just running offside. Gives possession back to El Nacional. That's hit against the player, and well, here's an opportunity for El Nacional. 2 players in the area. Couldn't find them though. Couldn't get it past the first man, but again, Emelec looking exposed. Credit to El Nacional, they have kept going despite being 2-0 down and down to 10 men. They haven't given up on this yet, and rightly so. Madrid's goal giving them hope. Need to find another though. How many offsides have we seen? They're running a tight line, Emelec. And you just wondered it would be a matter of time before that offside trap was beaten. And it was Madrid, the right back, who beat it. Gouvier, who was flagged offside a number of times. There's the flick on. This could be it. Palacios! Danny again though, so fast off his line. To the feet. What can El Nacional create here? Nice touch, but tackled well. And that was a clear foul in the end. Maybe trying just a little too hard, Bautista. I make it that we have about 3 minutes of time left to play here, plus stoppage time. Madrid's goal coming in the 82nd minute. So probably still a good 5 minutes for El Nacional to try and find an equaliser. Or will Emelec finally put this game to bed? They won't that way. Free kick to El Nacional. Palacios are judged to have been backing into Gomez. Just trying to play a bit of keep ball, but El Nacional are working hard. The 10 men on the field trying to press their opposition, and Emelec is still looking to come forward. Mondiani trying to wriggle away from 2 players. It certainly hasn't looked like they've been down to 10 men, El Nacional. Worked tirely since Zura's petulant sending off. And he's done well there. Madrid, the goal scorer, and wins the free kick. It was excellent control by the right back, and what a finish. Coolness personified. Into the top left hand corner. There's a player free on the left side. Getting up from left back, flicking it towards goal. Morano will be grateful though that it's just run through into his arms that time. It's been an enthralling game though. And I'm sure El Nacional will want it to continue for as long as possible. And that's played behind, and that could be a sloppy error. Again, they've got 3 men forward here. Valencia, ball into the box, but it's over the head of Palacios. It'll run through for Mandiani. Back to the edge of the box, in goes the ball. Valencia down again, looking for a second penalty, not going to be given it though. And incredibly, since Zura's sending off, it's been the final ball that's let Emelec down. They looked so good before El Nacional went down to 10 men, and since then they've just wasted a few opportunities where they've had 3 or 4 players up the field against just 3 or 4 El Nacional defenders. That's better though. But that's a misplaced ball from Gabor, looking to win it back. Free kick unbelievably taken quickly by Emelec. They want a third goal. Another free kick. Excellent run from defence from Baggy. I have to say it is a credit watching Emelec. Never ever does it go into their heads about just trying to hold on for victory or trying to run the clock down. They want to add to the score sheet. Maybe a slight feeling of embarrassment, the fact that they've conceded to 10 men. And time is running out for El Nacional. Real opportunity this for Emelec to add a third. Really dangerous position for a free kick. It's Gabor straight into the ball. Comes back to him though. That's a smart turn, but again, that was poor. So are we going to get a dramatic equaliser for El Nacional? I feel that this game has still got a goal in it. And here come El Nacional. Had to win that challenge and did. Superb defending by Mina. Poor pass in. Easily cleared. And this second half has really been end-to-end action. Mundiani winning the throw-in on the left-hand side. Here come Emelec again. Valencia, time and space. Can he get the shot away? He can't. Tries the audacious chip, but it's straight into the hands of Danny. Well, how many opportunities are Emelec going to get to put this game to bed? And they still just have the 1 goal advantage. Well, is that the final whistle that's been blown? It is indeed. Well, they had to sweat over it a little bit more than they probably would have liked. But Emelec keep their championship hopes alive. They've defeated El Nacional here by 2-1 thanks to a first half penalty by Valencia. It was a stone wall penalty after Pavon was scythed down by Navarez. After that though, their lead was doubled. Jimenez from a corner heading home at the near post, and then Zura was needlessly sent off for a petulant kick on Valencia. And El Nacional were put down to 10 men, but